If you're wondering why I'm doing a if you're wondering why I'm doing a shirtless video, it's because I'm gonna talk about how you can make taking action effortless. In order to make progress in any areas of your life, you have to fucking take action. That's the main premise of the last video which I've shared. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out. But anyhow, is you want to make taking action and doing the things that you need to do to achieve your goals as easy as possible. So like I'm actually fucking lazy, and I'm actually quite not so bad looking without shirt at the same time. I mean, no homo, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about these five things which will be extremely fucking mind blowing to you, cause I don't think many people in the mindset space thinks about it. All people talk about normally is you gotta dream big, you have to take massive action, and all this like very very motivational concepts which people fail to implement in the real world. Like dreaming big for me and taking massive action, well, it sounds exciting, and sure, it does feel exciting to do it at first, but you get easily freaking burnt out like very very shortly after. You lose the motivation, you will be on an emotional roller coaster, cause sometimes you're taking so much action, you're not seeing the results that you want, and then you get demotivated, or you just can't wake up in the morning cause things are extremely hard to follow. So what I'm going to talk about today is how you can use your willpower to work for you in order to take the actions that you want. So there's five things you guys got to know, which is in order to make taking action effortless, there are five things you have to consider. And there has been a study, a research on this, like if I'm not mistaken, it's like a meta-analysis or something like that. Like I have to look it up again. But five things. To make action effortless, you have to control these five variables, alright? Number one is effort, like the effort it really takes to perform a particular task. Number two is the perceived difficulty of that thing you're going to do. Thirdly is negative effect, which is your feelings towards the thing that you're doing. Like the more negative it is, the harder you're going to find taking action, and the more daunting it will be. The fourth one is subjective fatigue. Like subjective fatigue is more like you will feel like even before you do the activity, sometimes you already feel fatigue. It's like like looking at the mountain, and it seems like perceived difficulty, but it's more like how easy it is for you to get fatigued on that particular thing that you're doing. So it's like sometimes before you even go on a roller coaster, and especially if you're afraid of roller coasters, you already feel so fucking drained, cause just the fact of thinking about the roller coaster drains so much energy from you, hence subjective fatigue. And the fifth one, it's blood glucose level, which is like the blood sugar levels in your body. So those are the five things. In order to make taking action easy, you have to control these five variables. So number one, because I personally have a hard time making videos, I can be very perfectionist about it. I have to I used to have to sit down on my desk, jot down all the notes, like what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to write, stuff like that. Have to rewrite it if it isn't perfect. Then I have to dress up, tidy up my hair, stuff like that. I have to set up my tripod. I have to make sure that everything goes to plan. If it doesn't, I'll have to hit stop and re-record again. It's such a huge time waster, but not only that, it makes me not want to make those videos at all for you guys. Hence those five things. Does it sound like it's making my life better to do those videos? in accordance to those 5 variables which I talk about. Effort. Like, I have to like do so much things before I make this video. That's effort. Perceived difficulty. Well, yeah, I have to do all these freaking things. It's gonna be quite difficult, yeah? Third one is negative effect. Like, because I have to do all those things, I don't even feel like doing the video anymore. It's like, it's gonna be a very tedious thing. The fourth one is subjective fatigue. Well, before I even start the video, I'm already fatigued by doing all those planning and stuff like that. So it's gonna make it harder to take action. And the fifth one, blood glucose. I mean, I'm already well fed right now, so the thing here is like doing all those things consume my blood glucose as well. So it's gonna be harder for me to take action. By the way, this is my room, and this is the highway. I mean, if you guys are curious where I'm at, like this is my house, so to say. Yeah. Now, how you can make action easy. Number one is I guess you guys can definitely see the example. This is totally unprepared. The video, I haven't even like scripted or anything. It's just something that I read from a book. And then I realized that everything in my life, like everything that I make effortless, like fitness, making this video, my journey in doing better at pickup and stuff like that, I find a way to make things easier to do by almost always like subconsciously balancing out these 5 variables. Now, how can this apply to you? So if you have something that you need to do, maybe working on your business, reaching out to potential client, working on a project that you're doing, getting better in like fitness and stuff like that, you want to make things easy. Even like there are like successful people who actually does this. Like my mentor, for example, he wants to get back into shape. So number one, in order to get back to shape, you have to be active. You need to be active, stuff like that, yeah. And to make it easy, like he just goes to a rock climbing gym. That's all. Like he doesn't have a extremely strict routine, stuff like that. He just goes to the rock climbing gym. If he doesn't work out, that's fine. If he works out, that's also fine too. So he just goes there and have fun. And along the way, while he's having fun, he's basically crushing a lot of like, bouldering, hard moves, and, side workouts. That would improve his fitness, commonsensically. Then he also wants to improve his productivity as well. So he brings his laptop with him without any internet. And when he's not working out in the rock climbing gym, since he has no internet and he has nothing much to do, if he's already completed like most of his stuff, or if he doesn't feel like working out, if that's ever the case, he'll just pull out his laptop and does his creative work without distractions. So in essence, he didn't make things so hard for himself. Like all he has to do is go to a rock climbing gym, which is effortless. He doesn't need to like dread going to the rock climbing gym, because the perceived difficulty of just going there is nothing. Like he doesn't need to follow any like strict workout routine or whatsoever. And then when it comes to negative effect, I mean, rock climbing is fun for him, so it's not a bad emotion for him to do rock climbing anyways. So this is also covered. Subjective fatigue, well, it is fatiguing to do rock climbing, but before you even do rock climbing, it's quite exciting, so it doesn't cause you any fatigue anyways. And blood glucose, like what can I say, it's nothing. So you see how the principles play out. You want to make things effortless, and it starts by looking at these 5 variables, think about it, ponder about it. You want to look at every single thing that you're doing, and you're gonna ask yourself, all right, how am I gonna make this easy? Like, is there any way that I can balance those 5 variables to make it easy for myself without compromising the quality of my work? So this video is unprepared, unscripted, but I bet like even if I came up with a proper plan, the quality of this video will probably be the same. And you know, maybe it might be better, like it might be horizontal. Sorry for you viewers for, you know, seeing my camera flip. It might, you know, it doesn't look nice, but anyways, what the heck. Then it's spontaneous, which is nice because I'm actually speaking my mind. It's like totally unscripted. There's no structure. I'm just speaking my mind, so you guys are hearing the unfiltered, you know, 2 cents I have in my head to this camera, from, you know, from audios to bits and to your PC. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Like, you want to make things effortless, like, you know, this physique is also built effortlessly. I only go to the gym like 3 times per week, and I used to be someone who like exercises like almost every single day. And in order for me to, you know, I realized it wasn't sustainable because I'm working the job. I have a life outside of work and outside my fitness, and it isn't sustainable to always work out all the time. So I found a way to, you know, to look great despite only working out 3 to 2 times per week, and without any dieting as well. So in a nutshell, like, you want to make action effortless, and it's by balancing these 5 things: effort, perceived difficulty, negative effect, subjective fatigue, and blood glucose, which, you know, don't eat too much sugar laden foods before you do something, you know, your blood sugar might crash. Anyways, like, thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, please like the video and do subscribe for more next level content like this, you know, spontaneous videos which doesn't require planning. And I will see you guys in the next. Peace.